You guys, first of all, I just have to say, seeing post movie, you two together and how you related to each other, it really touched my heart.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I'm thrilled to hear that. That's nice. That's lovely. Well, it's a heartwarming film too. It really is, and we really could use that right now. Something super positive, and
Yeah.
Mike's story is a just a tremendous story of redemption and second chances, and I just love everything about what it says. Yes, the backdrop of the film is football, but to me, it's not a football movie. That's part of it, but it's really about Mike and his journey and what he needed to overcome, and the story between he and his wife Eileen and his family. And these boys.
Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things about making this movie was the bonding with those young men, because I love team sport, and making films and television is very much a team sport, and it's just very few feelings like coming together as a group to for a common cause to do something together. And I just thoroughly enjoyed it, and he was like my coach on the sidelines the
Ah,
whole time.
Oh, I love that. I love too, the story was really, it really touched my heart about second chances. The story is about comebacks. Michael, when you read the script, what resonated with you personally with this kind of?
Well, listen, I don't think there's a person alive that can look back at their life and not facepalm about a few moments and things that you wish you could do over again or have a second chance at. So I found it very inspirational. I don't think it's any wonder that LeBron James wrote the foreword to your
hmm.
book, because here's a guy who is playing deep into his age and looking for inspiration. But on a personal note, I have to say I was the captain of my football team. And to this day, even now, sometimes I think about a moment and I go like, oh, and that's on the sports side of it.
Yeah.
That's not even on the personal side of it. Things that you've said to someone or done that you wish you hadn't, and wish you could make good on it. And that's really all the things that this movie's about. And it made me cry. It made me, it brought me to tears. And I love a movie that reveals ourselves in watching it, and this is that kind of a movie where you're going to laugh and you're going to cry and you're also going to feel hopeful, and hopefully you leave the movie with a smile on your face, feeling like all humanity is not lost. It
Yeah.
isn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know there's
Yeah.
good people like this man and his wife in this world.
Yeah. So, Mike, what is it like for you now? You've got Michael Chiklis playing you, and you're watching your story play out on screen. I guess, what was the coolest moment for you through all of this?
Well, there were so many different parts of the whole process that were special, but just generally speaking, um, it was nothing we ever planned on. Nothing. It was never on our radar. We never dreamed. And first, initially, when I was first contacted, I told Eileen, I said, "Who cares about an old man going back to play college football?" Well, I was wrong about that one, but just the relationships that we've made over the years while all this was happening and unfolding, and then to actually see it take place, to be there and witness these professional people playing out. And when they take your whole life story and they, telescope it down into 90 minutes and all these different things that they do to tell your story, then it's fascinating. It's fascinating to watch, and it's so surreal when you hear them calling someone else by your name and they're answering that, and so you're thinking, wow, this is about me. But it was just an incredible experience, and it's something obviously that we will never ever forget. And it's not so much the movie, it was the creation of it. I've worked hard all my life, and I'm telling you, the work ethic of the people involved in making this film, from Michael, Rod Lurie, yeah, all of the
Cast
people
and
involved,
crew, Mary
Mary
Stewart.
Stewart. It was unbelievable. It just for people that haven't had the opportunity to witness something like this taking place, if you want to see somebody that's the definition of hard work and dedication and high quality, then you go watch a film crew putting a movie together. I mean, it's
Wow.
just this. They were something else.
I love hearing that. I love it because, people don't realize it's 12, 14 hours a day and incredible dedication. But hold on a second, Mike. You mean to tell me you didn't do this all thinking to yourself, hey, Eileen, they're going to make a movie about me?
No, 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 I did
No,
not
but
because
that's
she was
that
laughing at me enough already.
exactly. That's the unintended consequences of a wonderful mission statement. You know what I mean? Like, you wanted to do something for all the right reasons. And I just think it's the ripple effect. When you do something good, it just has this ripple effect. I think that the converse is true too. When you do something terrible, there's a ripple
Yeah,
effect.
there's always
There's a
consequences. Yeah,
consequence. And
yeah,
when you do something wonderful like this for all the right reasons, I think this is the fruit of that, right? It's the fruit of that labor. It's, I got to tell you, just, I should thank you right now because just for myself, when I made this movie, I went home and I sat down right away and started writing a script that I've had in my heart for about 20 years. And I just went, you know what? I'm not going to delay any longer. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other and write this movie. I ended up collaborating with my oldest daughter on it, and she and I wrote it together. And we'll make that movie someday. And we're putting one foot in front of the other to get that done. And honestly,
good for you.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, that's
yeah.
great.
So there you go, Mike.
Yeah.
I love that. See, this is Mike, this is your story is such an inspiration to have inspired a movie and now inspired a second movie.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, well, certainly the catalyst to go through with, I had the inspiration, which was my grandmother and my mother. But this was sort of the catalyst to go, hey, go do it. What are you waiting on? Do it.
Yeah.
You have to do it. You can't wait on it and just think about it. Next thing you know, however many years has gone by and you haven't done it. And it had been a good 20 years I had been contemplating this thing. So, and I guess it didn't happen for all the right reasons. And now I'm moving forward with it. So, again, when you find moments of inspiration and stories like this, they're very important for people. They're very important, especially in the world that we live in now. You're looking for decency and people's humanity, and when you get to see it, it just makes your heart feel good.
Yeah. You know, the men that would come up to me and recognize me from the TV coverage and walk up and offer to shake hands, and they'd say, are you Mike? And I'd have to ask them their name. They'd tell me their age. We'd shake hands and they'd say, I'm 62 or I'm 57. And then they'd start telling me what it is that they had started doing that they had given up on but when I went back to play, they felt like, hey, maybe I can dust this off and, take another look at this. And so that was always just such an incredible blessing to me.
You
it,
two.
it is a knock the dust off story. I'm telling you, it
Yeah.
makes you go like, hey, man, these old wings can still kick up dust, Mike.
It's the truth. You guys are incredible blessings. I love you both, and I'm so glad I got to
Thank you.
hang
Oh,
out
well,
with you
thank
this
you.
Thank
morning.
you.
Thank you.
Such a
Tell
pleasure.
people to go see this movie. It'll make them feel good.
Yes, absolutely.